You put them to sleep with your useless songs, and now they slept too long. They bring out Koboko and wake up the bar.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi there, I'm Sibulele Hamza, and if you are returning, thank you so much for stopping by again. I hope you do stay, subscribe, and become a part of the family. So in today's video, I'm talking about the time a nigga pulled off his pants in public and decided to show me his business. So, featured in today's channel is the love of my life, coffee. You know? So, let's get right into it. In order for you guys to successfully understand the story, I'm gonna need to go a little bit back. So, I came to Cape Town in 2018 to do my first year, but because my marks weren't like good, they were actually horrible. But I scored. Okay, so I couldn't get into a university. So, but I got admission to Damlin, the campus here in the Cape Town CBD. So, for those who don't know what Damlin is a college. Yeah, a college here in Cape Town. Yeah. So I got admitted in Damlin to do accounting, the course that I'm currently doing now. And yeah, that's what I did for the entire year in 2018. Right. So obviously, because Damlin is a college, they don't have residence or student accommodation. And then I had to live with my best friend's family here in Cape Town. So I lived with them in 2018 in Kraaifontein. So that means obviously I had to travel to school. I had to use public transport. Okay. Okay, so I had to use public transport. And then the public transport I chose to use, which was more affordable than anything else, was the train. So I was using the train to get to and from school every day, 5 times a week. Do you understand? Right. So my classes, or rather my timetable, was very we fluctuate a lot. So on some days spending like really early at 8 o'clock in the morning, and on some days my days would only start at 12 in the afternoon. So Kraaifontein, or rather the place where I lived, was called Belmont Park, and Belmont Park is like a suburb. It's like those clean suburbs, and clean suburbs, no, they don't play loud music outside. You don't get kids running around. It was like a very secluded area, in my opinion. It was quiet, the streets were quiet. There was a park just across from where I lived, and sometimes you'd see kids playing there, but it wasn't like an everyday thing. It was always quiet, especially when I go to school. Okay, fine. So on this morning, I had a class that was starting at, I think it was starting at 11. It was starting at 11. I'm getting nervous. I was starting at 11. So everyone went, the kids went to school, mama went to work, daddy also went to work. I call my friends' parents mom and dad because mom and dad, period. Right, so everyone went to work and everyone went to school, and then Sibulele was left in the house because Sibulele's classes were only starting at 11. Okay, right, fine. I get everything ready, and I decided, I decide to leave the house at around I left it around 9:30 because I wanted to have like a lot of time, because trains are unpredictable. They can just decide to stand anyway, and then you'll be stuck in the train for the entire day, basically. It happens. I'm not overreacting. It happens. So like I said, everyone went to work, and then it was time for me to leave. So I left the house at around 9:30, and I was like walking in the streets. So obviously at around that time, and stuff like that. And Belmont Park, which is usually quiet, on that day was extremely quiet. And then, like, the train station was quite a distance away from the house, but it was a walking distance. It was quite a distance away from the house. But I used to walk every morning, and it wasn't really like, straining or whatever. But it was, I think it was, we were on the 3rd Avenue, and the train station was on the, I think it was the 10th Avenue. So we like Tina Besuk with 3, and then it was like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think it was on the 10th Avenue. Can I find? So I'm walking in the streets, and I noticed that on this morning, no, it was like very, very quiet. It was very quiet. There was literally no one on the streets. Like, there was literally no one. I am not exaggerating. I use this other route that I normally use, which other people also use when they like go to the train station, because it's like it's not really like a shortcut, but it's like, rather than walking around the streets, you like cross whatever. But it was the route that's normally used and that I normally use. So I'm walking this morning. I'm walking to the train station, and hey man, it was quiet. It was quiet. Can I find? I decide not to. I'm being very vigilant now. I'm being very anxious. I'm looking around because it's quiet. I'm trying to walk as fast as I can, to make sure that I get to the train station on time and I catch the train or whatever. No man, I'm walking. And I'm anxious because of the fact that I don't see anyone around, and it's quiet, so it's like kind of creeping me out. But I decided not to let it take over, and I walk. As I'm walking, I'm still a distance from the train station. I think at this point I was around the 6th or the 7th Avenue, and Bayu, the train is on the 10th Avenue, the train station is on the 10th Avenue. So I'm on the 6th Avenue, I think. Yeah. And I'm walking, and I start hearing imoto, like I'm a car approaching. I hear a car approaching. But I decide, no man, let me not pay too much attention to it. But then obviously I'm trying to like walk away from the road so as to allow the car to pass. I notice, man, this car sounds like it's slowing down. Okay. And then as it's slowing down, is trying to tell me something. Okay. So the car now slows down as if it's coming into my direction, and then it slows down. But I was going straight, and it was going into that street. So Nancy Modo, Jim Low. So the car goes like this, and then it stops. And then I'm looking at this car. I'm like, what's going on? I don't know why the hell I stood. Who stands in a quiet street? Ime le moto avula umnyango lo mntu. Tell me, why was this man's pants emadoleni akhe? Why did he He opened the car, and as he opened his door, his manhood is out for the public to see. And this is what he said to me when he opened the door. He was like, hey, look. Intuition at that point was like, what in the actual hell? What the hell? I was like, I looked at him, he looked at me. My brain was like, 3, 2, 1, go. I ran. Oh my God, I ran. I was in the 6th level. Train stations, 10th level. Oh my God, I ran. I've never been that scared in my time. I was so scared. I ran and I ran and I ran and I kept on looking behind me, but I didn't stop. I kept on running and I ran and I ran and I ran. By the time I got to the train station, I couldn't breathe, but I didn't stop running until I right. Okay, so that's what happened, and then the train came. As I was sitting there, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell just happened? I'm sitting there, I'm trying to figure out what in the actual hell just happened. Did a man just stop his car to show me he stopped the car to show me who does that? I was shaking. I was just sitting there like, I could not believe. No, I got to school, I told my friends, and I tried to play it off like it was nothing. I was like, oh my God, guys, no, and we laughed about it. But in actual fact, it wasn't funny. Like, it was not funny. It's not funny. It was not funny. Because that thing made me even more paranoid now when I walk to school in the mornings. I started to change routes, started to take the longer route. I didn't care whether it was gonna take me more time, or maybe I missed the first train or become late in class. I started to take the long route to ensure that I do not become a part of that or experience something similar, because it was the grace of God that man did not decide to close his car and chase me with the car. Listen to me, if that man had decided that, because there's no one in the streets were quiet. If he now decided, no, okay, fine, I'm not just gonna show her what I'm deciding to show her, I'm gonna close the door and I'm gonna chase her with my car, I wouldn't have stood a chance. If he decided he's now gonna close the door and chase me with a car, after I told my friends about it and we laughed about it, I pretended as if it wasn't such a big deal. So I didn't tell the family at home. I didn't, call my family and be like, okay, so this is what happened. I was just like, I don't want to talk about this. It happened. It's whatever, and But it is quite shocking to me that we live in a country where we have to fear for our lives. And this might not seem like the most horrid sort of story that you guys have ever heard, or maybe you think that I'm just over exaggerating or doing too much or whatever, but it is absolutely shocking to me that mostly women, I'm going to talk about women right now, but women have to carry spray guns in their bags. Women have to learn self-defense classes. Women have to go the extra mile to take measures in knowing how to protect themselves against their fathers, their boyfriends, their friends. Women have to take the necessary precautions to protect themselves against their uncles, against men who it's quite astounding that we live in such a place that walking down the street you don't feel safe. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful, found it informative. Click the like button below and comment anything that you'd like to say. Please feel free to share the video if you want to, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.
Use that song, and now the step too long. Bring our